Immanuel Kant stands as a giant in the history of philosophy. His ideas revolutionized Western thought, leaving an indelible mark on how we understand knowledge, morality, and the human condition. Born in 1724 in Königsberg, Prussia, Kant dedicated his life to rigorous intellectual exploration. His philosophical inquiries continue to resonate centuries later, shaping contemporary debates and inspiring generations of thinkers. Kant's philosophy grappled with fundamental questions about the nature of reality, the limits of human reason, and the foundations of morality. He challenged prevailing philosophical assumptions, forging new paths in metaphysics, epistemology, and ethics. His work sparked intense debate in his lifetime, and its influence continues to be felt across various academic disciplines today. This video delves into the life and thought of Immanuel Kant, exploring his intellectual journey and the profound impact of his ideas. We will examine his early life and education, his academic career, and the philosophical context that shaped his thinking. We will then delve into his major works, including the groundbreaking critiques, and analyze key concepts such as transcendental idealism and the categorical imperative. Finally, we will explore Kant's views on religion, science, and politics, demonstrating the breadth and depth of his intellectual contributions. By tracing his enduring legacy and influence on subsequent philosophers, we will gain a deeper appreciation for the enduring relevance of Kant's thought in the 21st century. Immanuel Kant was born into a humble family in Königsberg, Prussia in 1724. The city, known for its vibrant intellectual and cultural life, would play a significant role in shaping his future. His upbringing was deeply rooted in Pietism, a Protestant movement that emphasized personal piety, religious experience, and moral conduct. This movement was particularly influential in Prussia during the 18th century. This religious background had a profound influence on Kant's intellectual development, instilling in him a strong sense of duty, moral seriousness, and a belief in the importance of reason. The teachings of Pietism encouraged him to seek a deeper understanding of the world through both faith and reason. Kant's early education was at a Pietist school where he received a rigorous education in classical languages, literature, and theology. The curriculum was demanding, but it laid a solid foundation for his future academic pursuits. He excelled in his studies, demonstrating a keen intellect and a thirst for knowledge. His teachers recognized his potential and encouraged him to pursue higher education. At the age of 16, Kant entered the University of Königsberg, where he studied philosophy, mathematics, and physics. The university was a hub of intellectual activity, attracting scholars from across Europe. His university years exposed him to a wide range of intellectual currents, including the rationalism of Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz and the empiricism of John Locke. These diverse influences would later be reflected in his own philosophical work. Despite his family's modest means, Kant's intellectual abilities earned him the support of patrons, allowing him to continue his studies. These patrons recognized his potential and provided the financial assistance he needed. He immersed himself in the works of prominent thinkers, engaging in critical analysis and developing his own philosophical ideas. This period of intense study was crucial in shaping his future contributions to philosophy. This period of intense study laid the foundation for his later groundbreaking contributions to philosophy. His dedication to learning and his analytical skills set him apart from his peers. After completing his studies, Kant worked as a private tutor for several years to support himself. This role not only provided him with financial stability, but also allowed him to refine his teaching skills. This experience brought him into contact with different social classes and broadened his perspective on the world. Interacting with people from various backgrounds enriched his understanding of human nature and society. It was during this time that he began to develop his own philosophical voice, gradually moving away from the teachings of his predecessors and formulating his own unique system of thought. His early experiences and education were instrumental in shaping the philosopher he would become. In 1755, after years of tutoring, Kant returned to the University of Königsberg as a lecturer. His lectures covered a wide range of subjects, including logic, metaphysics, ethics, mathematics, physics, and geography. Kant's reputation as a brilliant and engaging lecturer grew steadily, attracting a large and devoted following among the students. His early lectures reflected his ongoing engagement with the philosophical debates of his time. Kant grappled with the works of major thinkers like Leibniz, Locke, and Christian Wolff, critically examining their ideas and developing his own positions. This period marked a crucial stage in his intellectual development, as he began to formulate the key concepts that would later form the foundation of his mature philosophy. After 15 years as a lecturer, Kant was finally appointed to a full professorship in philosophy at the University of Königsberg in 1770. This appointment marked a turning point in his career, providing him with the financial security and academic freedom to fully devote himself to his philosophical work. It was during this period that Kant embarked on his most ambitious and groundbreaking projects, culminating in the publication of his 3 critiques. Kant's tenure as a professor was marked by both intellectual rigor and personal discipline. He was known for his meticulous daily routines, his dedication to his students, and his unwavering commitment to the pursuit of truth. His lectures were renowned for their clarity, depth, and originality, inspiring generations of students and solidifying his reputation as one of the most important philosophers of his age. Section 4, The Enlightenment's Enduring Influence, shaping Kant's philosophical outlook. Immanuel Kant's philosophical thought emerged within the vibrant intellectual landscape of the 18th century Enlightenment, a period marked by a profound transformation in the way people viewed the world and their place in it. This influential movement championed reason, scientific inquiry, and individual autonomy as guiding principles for understanding the world and shaping human society. It was a time when traditional beliefs were questioned and new ideas flourished. Kant was deeply influenced by the Enlightenment's emphasis on the power of reason to illuminate truth and challenge traditional authority. He saw reason as a tool to unlock the mysteries of the universe and to question established norms. The Enlightenment's emphasis on reason resonated deeply with Kant's own intellectual inclinations. He believed that through reason, humanity could achieve progress and enlightenment. He embraced the idea that human beings could use their rational faculties to understand the natural world, make moral judgments, and create a more just and equitable society. This belief was central to his philosophical endeavors. However, Kant's engagement with the Enlightenment went beyond mere acceptance. He critically examined its assumptions and sought to establish a more nuanced and sophisticated understanding of reason's limits and potential. He was not content with simply adopting Enlightenment ideals. He wanted to refine and expand them. One of the key figures who influenced Kant's philosophical outlook was David Hume, a Scottish philosopher known for his skepticism and empiricism. Hume's ideas presented a significant challenge to Kant's thinking. Hume's arguments about the limits of human knowledge and the problem of induction deeply challenged Kant, forcing him to reevaluate his own assumptions about the nature of reality and the possibility of objective knowledge. This intellectual confrontation was pivotal in shaping Kant's later work. Kant credited Hume with awakening him from his dogmatic slumber, prompting him to embark on a critical examination of the foundations of knowledge and morality. This awakening led to a profound shift in Kant's philosophical perspective. In grappling with Hume's skepticism, Kant sought to establish a more secure foundation for human knowledge and morality, one that acknowledged the limits of reason while still affirming its power to grasp fundamental truths about the world and ourselves. This endeavor resulted in some of Kant's most influential works, which continue to shape philosophical discourse to this day. Section 5. A Revolution in Thought, exploring the critique of pure reason. In 1781, Kant published his groundbreaking work, The Critique of Pure Reason, which revolutionized Western philosophy and established him as one of the most important thinkers of all time. This monumental work marked a turning point in Kant's philosophical journey, representing the culmination of years of intense reflection on the nature of knowledge, the limits of reason, and the possibility of metaphysics. The Critique of Pure Reason is not just a book, it is a profound exploration of human cognition and understanding. This monumental work marked a turning point in Kant's philosophical journey, representing the culmination of years of intense reflection on the nature of knowledge, the limits of reason, and the possibility of metaphysics. The central question that animated the Critique of Pure Reason was, what can we know? Kant sought to determine the limits and possibilities of human reason, exploring the boundaries of what we can know with certainty and the conditions that make knowledge possible. Kant sought to determine the limits and possibilities of human reason, exploring the boundaries of what we can know with certainty and the conditions that make knowledge possible. He delved into the very essence of human cognition, questioning how we perceive the world and what lies beyond our sensory experiences. In doing so, he challenged the prevailing philosophical assumptions of his time, offering a radical new perspective on the relationship between the mind and the world. Kant's ideas were revolutionary, shaking the foundations of established thought and opening new avenues for philosophical inquiry. Kant argued that our knowledge is not simply a passive reflection of an external reality, as empiricists like Locke had maintained. Instead, he proposed that the mind plays an active role in shaping our experience of the world. He argued that our minds possess innate structures, which he called categories of understanding, that organize and structure our sensory experience, making it possible for us to perceive and understand the world around us. These categories are not derived from experience, but are the very conditions that make experience possible. The critique of pure reason introduced Kant's concept of transcendental idealism, a philosophical position that distinguishes between the phenomenal world, which is the world as we experience it, and the noumenal world, which is the world of things in themselves, existing independently of our minds. Kant argued that we can only have knowledge of the phenomenal world, the world as it appears to us, shaped by our mind's categories of understanding. The noumenal world, he argued, remains forever beyond our grasp. This distinction between the phenomenal and noumenal realms was a groundbreaking insight, fundamentally altering the course of Western philosophy and influencing countless thinkers who followed in Kant's footsteps.